Well, let's see what it looks like. There it is, all in its glory. Yeah, we're having another one of them typical mountain days up here. The sun's shining, it's warm. But we got all this gusty wind that I don't know where it's coming from, but it'll blow your hat right off when it decides to blow. It only lasts for about a half hour, but it's just almost a constant deal here. So keeping my eye on the fire and making sure nothing blows out and goes where it's not supposed to. But today I thought we would try to make macaroni and cheese from scratch, not from that little box thing that we all grew up with. You know, that yellow number 5 dye stuff and cheddar cheese powder that don't taste like cheddar cheese. We're not going to make that. You can hear the old grunting dog here. She's got a goober in her. There, we got it out of there. Well, as soon as this fire burns down and gives us some coals to work with, we'll start on our mac and cheese dish. See how it goes. Well, that's quaking aspen wood. It burns pretty hot. It smells good. Burns really fast and leaves a really hot coal. That way we don't need such a big fire to accomplish what we're after today. Take the ones we need. Make a little bed there for them to rest on, and we'll let the rest burn down. Now what I got here is about 2 cups of milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. We're just going to let this heat up. Get everything married together, and then we'll add our pasta to it. You know, the butter's just about melted down through there, so we're going to add our pasta. Well, I use Barilla mini penne pasta. You can use your traditional elbow pasta. I just like the little penne pot. I guess that's how you say it. Penny or penne or, or whatever it is. But you will not drain your pasta. You'll just let it soak up the milk and the butter. And when it becomes to your liking, you start adding the cheese to it. Well, I've added a few more coals to it. Now the milk is starting to heat up. You don't want to scald it, so at this point it becomes kind of crucial that you keep it stirred up good. Well, you just got to keep that stirred and not let that milk get scalded. The hardest part of this whole dish is the constant stirring until them noodles have become soft. And here comes the wind again. See, she's starting to heat up a little more. Getting this starting to boil a lot faster, so the noodles are starting to grow a little. But just keep stirring away till they're ready. That'll soak up a lot of this milk. When it starts getting thicker is when you really got to be careful with scalding and burning stuff. It's getting thicker and thicker as that pasta soaks in that milk. And we're getting closer and closer to some fantastic goodness here. I can still feel by the noodles on the spoon, and they're still pretty hard, but they're getting there. Yeah, we're gonna taste this, see what if it's ready or not. Yeah, it's ready for the cheese because it's gonna continue cooking. Yeah, it's getting there. So some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. And we just keep stirring away with it. See how fast that thickened up when you add the cheese to it? Well, it's to the point now I'm going to put the lid back on it and just let it finish absorbing all the moisture it can. Well, we'll let that finish soaking up everything, and it'll be ready here shortly. Well, let's see what it looks like. There it is, all in its glory. You know, get a bowl and get it dished up, and we'll give it a taste test. So look how cheesy that is. I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt on it. And there's the mac and cheese. I'm getting really good at forgetting my silverware. So simple, but oh so good. That Parmesan cheese, it's intense. You could put a little bit of cheddar in it if you like, or you know, them other cheeses, but this Parmesan's really good. Yeah, so next time you're out here in the woods, leave that box stuff in the supermarket shelves and make your own. Everybody will thank you. So, well, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. And until next time, see you later.